Ready in just a second. I'm getting it down, guys. I got the whole song memorized. What's up, party people? We got
What's up?
What's going on?
We got Mr. Pollock on, Mr. Payne on. Good to see you guys. Welcome to VIP After Hours. If you're brand new to the show, glad to have you. We work and own and mess around in a company called Black Gold Trading. We've got hundreds of clients that we work with, and our whole goal here is to help people get financially free. So excited to talk to you guys about that today, guys. What a week! What a
Crazy
week! We often trade Nasdaq. Nasdaq was out of this world. Just last night was 1,400 tick movement, like just craziness. How did you guys fare this week? Good, bad, indifferent? What about you, Josh?
For me, pretty slow week. I was a little more cautious than normal. I didn't take very many big position sizes, so I sat around a 1,000 profit. But thank you, Tommy. I appreciate it. I'm all stocked up now, but yeah, right around $1,000 for me on the week.
Yeah. How did you fare with? I mean, we had Friday Trump tweet, Sunday Trump tweet. So coming into this week, government shutdown. Like,
I mean, government shutdown in general just made me be more cautious. So that's why I was a little smaller on position sizes to begin with.
Yeah.
There was a little bit more opportunity to capture runners this week than the previous, 2-3 weeks ago. So a little bit smaller position size, locking in a little bit of profit, and then just giving it some breathing room. Not necessarily looking for 500, 1,000 ticks by any means, but
Why not?
quite a few opportunities to lock in 300-400 ticks.
Yeah. How about you, Mr. Bullish Knight?
Yeah, so I ended the week just about a little over 23, about 2,500 in the green this week. So yeah, not a crazy week. When you're coming off a move like what happened last Friday with tariff talk, the volatility is obviously significantly higher down here. I think the market still reacted in pretty decent ways. Like the volatility is higher, but the moves were pretty large. And so I think there was a lot of opportunity. But at the same time, a lot of that opportunity tended to have pretty close to outside of my trading range, unfortunately. So
what do you mean by your range? Like after hours or
like during my time frame, like 11, I try to stop trading around 11:30.
What happens if you don't?
Then Josh gets to shoot me with a gun, a toy gun.
Toy gun.
Toy gun. I'm glad you clarified that. Josh gets to shoot me with a 22.
Yeah.
Oh, better be
22. That's like a
it's not
gun.
deadly.
Yeah, I ended break even on break even on the week. Today, a couple losses that brought me back down to break even, so I consider that to be a win. Obviously, you're always looking for more, but any week where I'm not blowing accounts or losing all my profit is a good week for me. But honestly, like it was a pretty decent week. Today kind of put me back to break even, but I was really happy with a lot of the moves that we had.
Mm-hmm.
Despite Nasdaq being pretty volatile, like I was pretty happy with everything. Everything.
Everything.
Dude, yeah, I mean, so not just Nasdaq. I mean, like gold was pumping. Silver blew past 15 ounce, which is in that world is a big deal. So we got a lot happening right here at the end of the year, which is cool. What else did we see this week in the market, guys? Anything noteworthy?
Well, the government is still, to my knowledge, still shut down. And so that's obviously kind of hindering potentially some moves in the way the market wants to go. It's making things. I think that's pretty much why we've traded in this range most of the week and haven't really been able to make new highs or really new lows.
Yeah.
So the government's still shut down. As far as news goes, it really wasn't that big of a week. Obviously, today is OPEC's day, so it's the third Friday of every month. Options contracts expire, and so like today, days like OPEC's day are historically incredibly trap days.
Oh yeah.
And so I'd say that's pretty much it for the week. I mean, nothing really massive that's affecting the markets.
Tariff
I mean,
talks.
like, when you say
China.
I thought you said TED Talks. I'm like,
Yeah, TED Talks.
No, Josh, that don't affect market. I mean, just today. I mean, guys, 1,400 tick move last night, and then we've had multiple. I mean, 500 plus tick moves on Nasdaq. So, yeah, I mean, it's just bonkers right
I mean,
now.
we've had the same move every day on Nasdaq this week.
Yeah,
Asia pushes up, New York pushes down. Asia pushes up, New York pushes down. Asia pushes up. Same thing happened this morning. Asia pushed up. We started the market up, and then we came down 1,000 ticks, and now we've come back up about 1,100, 1,200 ticks. This is the first time we haven't continued to the downside.
yeah.
I think we found our low at 24,412. So now let's just see if we can make new highs.
What do you think is a bigger impact there? The fact that we're around all-time highs right now, or government shutdown? What's causing these weird markets the most, in your opinion?
Well, I don't think we're necessarily, you know, we don't really have to worry about all-time highs right now because we found an all-time high last on October 10th,
Hmm.
right? And now and since we've had that tariff talk or tariff tape, sorry, on that Friday, the markets have shot down. I think this is probably large-scale manipulation, right? Because what a lot of people aren't aware of is that when Trump posted about the tariff talk, there was a large, I forget what kind of manufacturer, but a large manufacturer that went under the same day, that had a lot of institutional liquidity get pulled out of it. And so I do think this is probably large scale manipulation. I think we'll kind of see at the end of the day here once options contracts expire and we see what the market does. So either we kind of blow up at the end of the day or blow down. If we blow up, that kind of confirms this larger scale manipulation that pulled us down and now it's going to push us back up. And if we maintain, then it's just normal market behavior.
So
Yeah,
it's either
man.
going to go up or it's going to go down?
Well, I say all that to say that I don't think this is necessarily abnormal market behavior.
He missed the joke.
Yeah, I got the joke. I
All
say
right.
all that to say though that I don't think the market's necessarily been abnormal. This is pretty normal. I mean, we've traded entirely within Friday's range. It's
Yep.
basically where we've been trading inside of. We find a high, we find a low. Especially when we're looking at the weekly highs and weekly lows, and we trade off of those key points. So I don't
How
think
much
it's
does that impact? How much does that impact you? So you said we're just doing the same thing over and over and over again this week. Like, are you basing trades around that, or like, are you
no,
just like
no.
watching it like a hawk?
No, you can never assume that it's going to do the same thing over and over again. Like in terms of patterns, right? Like we've seen the same like same exact pattern we saw Tuesday. We saw the same exact thing happen Wednesday. Um, but I basically am just looking for my setup around those key time-based levels, around the
Yeah.
previous day's high and low, around the London high and low, the week's high and low. I mean, if you really take it into account, we're basically just trading in last Friday's range. So I don't base it off of that, but if the setup happens, then the setup happens. But we can never assume. Like today, we could have rocket shipped through this big 4 hour gap that we're trading in right now. We could have rocket shipped through it and made a new high above yesterday's high. We could have. We haven't yet. We still could.
Yeah, it's all manipulation, dude.
Yeah.
Like you said. I mean, so I trade the evening trade as well. We call it DAD, like dessert after dark.
Dollars after dark.
Dollars, drinks after dark. But I trade the evening trade, and just the Sunday tweet from Trump, like it was like, "Don't worry about China," or like, and then you see the market shot up, dude. Like bat out of
1,000
hell.
plus ticks.
Yeah, so it's almost like there's no doubt in my mind that so much of this is manipulated. And imagine knowing about that tweet before it went out, right? Like,
Right.
there's a lot going on.
Well, and I say this a lot. Everything's a trap.
Oh yeah.
Everything, every move I take essentially is a trap, right? Every trade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so I mean, kudos to everybody that survived the week, even though it was kind of an abnormal week. Break even. Josh was up a bit. Nate was up a bit. That's any week you're not giving it all back, I think is a great week.
Break even's winning.
Yeah, I mean, and Nate, I'm surprised you haven't quoted the book 14 times, but like the best loser wins.
Wait, Nate, you've read that?
Yeah, Nate, if you read, I'll get you a copy, Nate.
Never
I'll
heard
get you.
of it. Never heard of it. Sounds dumb.
But man,
why would you want to lose?
Yeah. But we there's no mystery to winning a lot of these trades. I mean, like a lot of it is patterns, et cetera, et cetera. Like, so like winning trades is not the difficult part for anybody. Difficult part is losing trades, and some people lose a lot. We talked about it today. We had people that, despite their best intentions, came in over leveraged and got spanked on it. So it's never the winning trades that's like a problem. We all know how to win a trade, but
managing emotions, man.
I'm emo.
Yeah.
Every time,
and the key is feeling the same way about how you win and how you lose.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't like, if I get a 1 to 6 trade, it's like that's a win. Then it's like, okay, cool. Like, don't really care either way. I mean, it's great. That's what we want, but
I'm freaking jacked, man.
Nate's like, I'm buying a Lambo. The second I get a great winning trade, I'm buying a Lambo. Like, I'm quitting my job.
Lambos are for nerds.
Dude.
Yeah, I would hate to have a Lambo. That would suck.
I mean, like, at least like be classy and do like a Bentley or like a Rolls, like, or like a Porsche. Like, do something cool.
Yeah, I'm not in my 20s anymore. I can't drive a Lambo.
Gosh. Yeah. We got a lot coming up though, guys. Like, we got a lot to be excited about and look forward to. Josh, what we got going on Sunday night? Coming into
Sunday night, we are enrolling another group of close to 80 new traders into a free 5-day challenge. So Sunday night, we're going to be giving them the walkthrough, explaining the strategy to them, making sure they know the ins and outs, how to place a trade, how to exit a trade, everything like that. Then, every day next week, 8 a.m., we're going to be in live trading with every single one of them.
Yeah. Guys, there's a link down below if you just click on it. We still have space for a few more people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can't take on 1 million more people, but we got room for a little bit, a couple more people. We did this 2 weeks ago. We took a smaller group, maybe like 50, 60 people through this process a couple weeks ago. Been trading with those guys every day. Those guys are learning a lot. They're getting consistent with their trades. It's really cool. So we said, heck, let's do it again. So if you guys are interested, either comment down below, we'll get you the link, or you can click it. Again, I think it works if you click on that link. If not, we'll get it to you. But yeah, I mean, so dude, this is like what, pre-recorded BS content or what?
Yeah, the good news is you get 1,000 hours of pre-recorded content.
No. Wonderful.
We're actually going to be live. There's going to be like 3 pre-recorded videos for you, and that's essentially just going to be giving you a walkthrough of how to set up your chart on the front hand. It may take you 10 minutes to get through that piece of it, but everything beyond that, we're going to be live in there, hands in the dirt, teaching, learning, growing.
Yeah, it's a pretty rare gig, guys, where you get to trade with, traders every single day, and they just take the same setup and show you how to do it. So we're excited for you guys. If you need the link, let us know. Not only that, man, like Alex brought it up. Our automations did good this week.
Yeah.
Kind of got caught up in that volatility earlier on. It was Monday. Just man, it was chop suey.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just going, and like we took a couple losses on that, but we're able to make that back up. So our automations are doing good.
What
And
is that,
then,
like three winning weeks in a row for you on the automations?
yep, yep, yep. Yeah, we started off with some settings issues that we got resolved the first week, but yeah, man, we've been rolling with that.
Win the week, win the month, win the
Dude,
year.
I'm excited about that. Then we got some secret projects coming up. I don't think we can talk about the one, but should we talk about pouring some beers on tap?
Let's talk about it.
What you think,
Let's
Nate?
talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so without giving it all away, we're really excited about working with a few select members at a pretty deep level. When I say deep level, it's like not just like watching us trade live, but really, really helping to build traders, helping to build people into there's a lot of demo trading millionaires out there, right? Like we want to show people how to actually start taking profits and actually start making a reality out of trading. So without giving it all away, this is going to be an application only, very, very intense, personal mastermind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you got to say about that, Josh? What you got to say about that?
I'd say you're pretty spot on, man. I mean, a lot of our newer traders, they're going to have the opportunity to move into this once they have their foundations in place. But we can skip steps here. TAP is going to be a lot more business building, scaling. EAT is foundations. Let's get you passed on props. Let's start getting a couple of payouts.
Yeah. And then Nate, you're kind of heading up this project, man. Like,
yeah, I'm very excited about what TAP's going to be, because I think it just everything we do here at Black Gold is to try and make that pathway of those steps forward. And everything we do here is trying to make things simpler, and yeah, like create that pathway to where you go from, okay, we're beginners to moderately good trader to now expert trader. And I think TAP is kind of that. It's kind of that next. I don't want to say next step, but it's kind of something that was born out of LTA and what LTA was, right? And everything we do, is to try and find the best solution. Like everyone complains all the time, like, oh, you guys are always putting out new stuff, and it's like, well, yeah, because ideally we want to find the best path and the best solution, to create the path to profitability, to make this into a real business. So I'm excited about TAP because I think TAP is everything that I wanted in LTA, and it's especially when it comes to things like accountability, more advanced trading techniques, and learning more in depthly about the markets. But especially accountability, and risk management and risk advisement. I think that's and to where live trading is one thing, but this is going to be something where there's going to be real measured success, or like losses that we can't hide from and that we're going to improve upon. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be one of the best mentorships, like on a more personal level that we've ever done.
Mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
that's how I feel. Well, yeah, and I mean, this. I think you said it really, really well. We're excited to work with people. This will be the deepest level we've worked with, at least traders on So I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
We'd also kind of bring in some of our people. So when I say our people, one of the things we're excited about with Tap is, we can bring in people that trade $1 billion account. Like we have some of those connections, like people that are trading for a hedge fund or trading for a family office, like some of these people that have been there through literally everything that we have a relationship with that can come and pour into our people,
Mm-hmm.
pour into us, pour into our people. I'm not trading $1 billion, so I'm going to learn from those people. So we're excited about that. We're going to do the announcement either Monday or Tuesday of next week, guys. So if you guys are in LTA or anything like that, we have to kind of see what it's all about. Everything else is not able to be shared, but we're doing some really cool stuff. Let's go back to let's talk for a minute more about the emotion. It seems like it's an appropriate topic here before we jet. How the hell do we manage emotion? Like why? I feel like people feel like we talk about it a lot. You guys always talk about your feelings. Well, yes and no. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
give you guys kind of my viewpoint, and then I'd love to hear what Nate and Josh think as well. But like, if your emotions are going to swing 180, depending on if you win or lose, you are going to be emotionally drained every day trading. And I don't think that trading is supposed to take that much from you. I think if it's the peaks and valleys, give you an example. The other night, everybody won. Everyone's like, "Woo! Jordan's my favorite person in the whole world." Today, people lost. Hate Jordan. Hate that fucking guy. Hate that guy. Dude, peaks and valleys, man. So I try to just, and Josh, you've even said this multiple times, which I thought was cool, but like, I just anticipate a loss. Like, part of the game. Part of the game. If I win 70%, I'm going to lose 30 trades. Or
Business
30% of my,
expense.
yeah. That's the expense of being able to work from a cool office and hang out with people and like be literally done by 9 a.m. There's a cost to that, right? Some people have to go work a 9 to 5 or have to commute for a couple hours during the day. Or, I used to work evenings and used to have a sacrifice of not being home with my family. Like that was an expense. My expense in trading is, yeah, dude, I lose trades and I have losing days. I have losing weeks. That's the cost of it. So just like, and it takes a long time, but just getting like neutraled out from an emotional standpoint. Dude, I've replayed 100, probably 100,000 trades the past year and a half, easily. I'm just used to it. I'm so used to
Mm-hmm.
the losses, and I'm so used to every chart I look at does this. So trading does this. So it's kind of how I perceive it. What do you guys think?
Dude, I think you hit it on the head there.
You have to say that. That's Josh saying, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Josh,
I
how do you,
mean,
how do you manage your emotions, dude? Because it's not easy. How what do you do, man? You doing yoga over there, or you just
oh yeah,
drinking straight whiskey, or what?
chain smoking cigarettes.
In the
No,
office?
no. I think from the foundation up, getting control over your emotions starts with clarity and confidence in your strategy. And once you have clarity on the strategy, you can start trading it more consistently. Once you have that piece, you can get more confident in what's going to be happening. Now, the next step is getting overconfidence and over leveraging your position. That's when that fear, anxiety comes in. Oh, I got in too big of a position here. Now I'm dreading this drawdown, or I'm super excited about the win or how many ticks I'm up right now. You got to find the balance there once you have that initial clarity and confidence in your strategy. And then you can start slowly scaling that up, and that really takes out the highs and the lows.
Yeah, well said. Nate, how do you do it, man? How do you not how do you do it, and then what advice would you give to somebody that's maybe a newer trader? How do they do it?
Well, number one, I think you have to take out I mean, you have to kind of reprogram your brain to take out the negative connotation of like the negative and positive connotations of winning and losing, because losing has a negative connotation to it. Whenever your stop gets hit, you feel like you lost. and nobody likes to lose, right?
Failure.
But in reality, the market's not treating your trade that way. The market's not analyzing your, as it wins or loses in an emotional way to you. So in a way, you kind of have to program your brain to think like the market. And honestly, like they've done studies on this. The majority of people fail at trading because they oversize, they overtrade, they revenge, and they FOMO. It's never because of strategy. Never. It's never because like, oh, this strategy wasn't as good. Never. Any strategy can work, right? But it's kind of like Josh said, having a strategy and trusting in that, but then also programming your brain. And this is how I did it. Kind of programming your way to reject those four things. Reject over trading. Reject oversizing. I mean, if you trade with one micro, tell me, show me somebody who trades a $2,000 account with one micro and with 10, and tell me there's not going to be a difference between those two people.
Mm-hmm.
One person, or even like 50, right? So on Top Step, you get 50 micros on a 50K combine. All right, try and trade 50 micros and versus one, and tell me which one's going to make you more emotional, right? And so then every loss you take, you think that that's somebody taking something away from you, right? Especially if it's large, And I think if everybody if everybody could stop doing those four things, everybody would be successful in trading. Everybody, there's no question about it. But it's one of those four that's causing people to be unsuccessful. It's oversizing, overtrading, revenge, and FOMO. One of those four.
Somebody should write that down.
Josh, what do we tell people?
Perfect.
Yeah. The other side of this is like you don't need a 70, 80, 90% win rate. I think
No.
people look at this like, man, if I'm not winning, 7, 8, 9 out of 10 trades, like I'm not doing well. Like the institutions, because like we do own a hedge fund, right? So we are talking to some different types of traders and some different financial institutional people. Like a lot of these guys are like winning like 49% of the time, 52% of the time, So imagine, I mean, Josh, what would you what do you think would happen in our community if they lost every other trade? They'd lose their mind, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh
No
my
doubt.
gosh. I lose one out of every two trades. You guys realize you can be freaking wealthy doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Wealthy doing that. But we look at it, to Nate's point, we look at it so wrong. Man, I need a high win rate. That's what everyone's trying to do is like get the highest win rate versus just like positioning themselves correctly and managing their losses well. We don't need 70, 80, 90%. In fact, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I've really seen a trading strategy that consistently, no matter what the market conditions are, it's doing 75, 80%. Like in season, out season, good market, bad market, tariff market, normal market. I don't think I've ever seen a strategy that consistently does that, regardless of the market. But I do know a lot of traders that are profitable regardless of the market with strategies because they're trading appropriately. It's a mind thing.
Yeah, I know traders that are profitable that have a win rate in the 30%.
Jeez.
All right. So it's possible.
Yeah. That's wild. I I think for so many traders, myself included, like I obviously win more than, 3 out of 10. But man, can you imagine the highs and lows of that? You'd be at a low point so often that, dude, it doesn't surprise me that so many people quit. You know, my emotions are always in the dumps. I'm
They have
depressed.
definitely mastered their emotions if they're cool cool living at 30%.
Dude, no joke. What are you looking forward to outside of the EAT intensive, man? What are you looking forward to next week, Josh?
Week 3 of our last group. This is where, some of them that have really been picking this up and running with it, we may be able to expand a little bit more into maybe another ingredient. We're kind of towing the line there. I know we've talked about this to our community, but you got to have the basics down before you can really start, adding those other ingredients there. But I think there's a solid group that's ready to kind of start advancing a little bit more.
Yeah. How about you, Nate? What you looking forward to, man? Pumpkin spice lattes?
No, you're dang straight, bro.
He's basic.
PSLs. I'm excited for the changes coming to obviously tap. I think is going to be the biggest thing and kind of building out this system and seeing the applications start coming in to be a part of tap. I think and hearing where people at, I think it's going to be really cool. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing.
100%. Somebody named Booty Trades just posted in our Discord. Booty Trades. We ain't trading booty here. That is illegal. People.
Oh man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm through the roof on a lot of stuff. I mean, we have so many things on so many different areas that we're working on that is really difficult for me to just not be ecstatic every week. Massive stuff with the hedge fund. So if anybody watching this is accredited, I'd love to talk to you. A lot of stuff with that. A lot of new people coming through the door that are now getting confident, that are actually seeing that they can make this a reality. A couple secret projects, and then just my personal trading. I mean, the last 2 weeks, I've traded more personally than I have probably in the last 6 months. Just because I am a part of the EAT in the morning and the evening as well. I'm just trading more, and I'm really enjoying it, So I'm excited about that. Guys, if you haven't done so already, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Give the video a like, give it a share if you can. It supports us in what we're doing. If you are watching and you are not a part of our Discord, there is a link for that in our bio. Go check it out. A lot of it's free, a lot of good content. It's a good community. One of the few communities that just does not have negativity. Don't have bad people in our community. Make sure you guys do that. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week. And guys, I'll see you here in a little bit.
See y'all.